Apex Legends is easily the most popular battle royale game right now, even beating out titans like Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone. This is because the game has kept a consistent player base over the years and has never really done anything to make its community leave. Recently, it was titled the most competitive battle royale by one massive Twitch streamer, so stay tuned to today's video as we will discuss why Apex Legends was hailed as the most competitive battle royale game by DrDisrespect. First up, why is Apex Legends the most competitive battle royale? DrDisrespect is someone well renowned throughout the Twitch, Twitter, and the overall video game industry. For years now, DrDisrespect has been giving out his opinion on the most recent games and biggest franchises. Many ask him questions throughout his streams, often talking about the best games right now, and what he thinks the most competitive ones are currently. They do this because DrDisrespect is a competitive gamer, has the insight on the industry to know which games are doing well and which ones are the best. Recently, someone asked the doc what game he praises the most right now, and that just happened to be Apex Legends. Around the same time, he also said that Apex Legends was the most competitive battle royale without question. Though he did go on to question how enjoyable the game is from a viewer's perspective. Around a week after the 14th season of Apex Legends went live, a viewer asked the doc how he felt about Apex. Many have been saying for a while now that the game is slowly dying out, but DrDisrespect responded with the complete opposite. He said this in a response to the question, "Absolutely not. I think they have a formula that's just, they're tapped in. And they've got a great developer group working on the game. The game's constantly evolving, and it's literally probably the most competitive battle royale out there. I mean, it has to be, not even close." This is some really high praise for EA, Respawn, and Apex Legends. However, some have pointed out that this might in fact be paid endorsement. In the past, the doc has taken multiple sponsorships from Apex Legends themselves and other battle royale games, so many were thinking that this endorsement was actually paid through a contract. However, this is also the complete opposite, as in the past, during paid sponsorships, the doc has suggested that he didn't enjoy the game. He's not always positive, especially when it comes to big payout endorsements, as he wants to speak his mind for his community. After talking about how Apex Legends was the most competitive battle royale out there, he went on to question how enjoyable this was for the general audience watching on Twitch. He said that the competitive viewing experience was there for people who grind and ranked ladder themselves. That could be true for basically any other game. However, the few wilder engagements that Apex Legends has with the new rank system means that it's harder for people to watch and enjoy the content. In addition to talking about Apex Legends, DrDisrespect also talks a lot about Call of Duty Warzone and even his own new game, Project Moon. This game is set to be the first of its kind, being a vertical extraction shooter, but during development the game has not been exempt from criticism. Doc is one of the biggest Twitch streamers out there right now and one of the best sources for competitive information. Therefore, him saying all of this about Apex Legends is a really good thing for the company and the community. Apex Legends is in a very weird state right now, as Twitch viewership is at an all-time high as well as player base. However, the hardcore players themselves are a little disappointed with the current state of Apex Legends, as Season 14 didn't bring enough of the changes the player base wanted. During Season 13, there were so many bugs and glitches that almost ruined the game and made many players stop logging on. It took months for Apex Legends to even acknowledge the fact that these bugs were in-game, let alone fix them. During the end of the Season 13, many of the game-breaking bugs were fixed and players were genuinely happy about the state of the game. When Season 14 was announced and the patch notes were shown off on social media, there was a lot of mixed opinions on the season. Many fans loved the new legend, the new additions to the game such as laser sights and swapping the ammo types on certain guns. However, there was a good portion of the player base who didn't like the new changes and were not excited for the next season. The biggest community issue was the idea of Kings Canyon being changed. Kings Canyon is the most iconic Apex Legends map and has been there since the first season. Whilst it has gone through many changes, just like the other three maps, it has more or less been the same flow for the entire lifespan of Apex Legends. This might sound stale, but the player base really enjoys Kings Canyon because of how simple and fun it is to play. However, over the last few seasons, Respawn have been trying to swap up the maps and make them a little more competitive for ranked games. The problem that Respawn sees with Kings Canyon is that it is too casual for competitive play. Therefore, they added a few new changes in Season 14 to make the map flow a little differently, and to allow competitive play to be better. On paper, these changes didn't seem too bad, as all they did was change the general flow of Kings Canyon and swap up some of the choke points to make third parties a little harder. However, once fans and players got their hands on Kings Canyon, things went downhill from there. Over the first few hours of play during Season 14's launch, Many people took to Twitter and Twitch streams to speak about their disdain for the new Kings Canyon. Many seem to hate the new change, and this coupled with the new ammo system really made them dislike the new version. On the other hand, many casual players really enjoy the new Kings Canyon, even in a ranked setting. Many people forget that there are casual players who still dip their ranked play list when their friends are on. So them enjoying this new map was a clear win for Respawn, as this was their goal in the first place. In terms of competitiveness for the new season, the ranking was also changed quite a bit. Season 13 saw one of the biggest rank changes yet in Apex Legends, where the entire system was changed. Rather than getting a lot of points for kills, the game turned into points for placement and assists. Kill points per player were completely gone, and instead every player in your group got points as long as they participated in a kill. For many, this was the best change, as it allowed other people in a group to still grind up with their friends, even if they weren't doing as well in some games. However, overall, these changes seemed to be pretty bad, as ranked points were really hard to get. By the end of the season, there weren't many players in the higher ranks, and that really showed that these changes were bad. Season 14 saw Respawn add even more changes to the rank system. In an attempt to make it better, what they did was remove the cap for kill points, meaning that the more kills you got past 3 still increased the points you gained. Now players, instead of camping the entire game, are running around pushing as many fights as possible to get points. This is making the game feel a little less competitive and much more like casual lobby with points. Some players are enjoying these changes as they are good enough to win games. However, more tactical players aren't enjoying it as much. Pro and high-level competitive players have been complaining online for weeks now, but Respawn are yet to respond. Despite all of this, Apex Legends is in a very good state now. During Season 14, Apex Legends has hit its highest player count since launch on the Steam platform. This is a massive milestone for Apex Legends and shows that the game is far from dying off. Game developers make mistakes, and sometimes the community really doesn't latch onto their new ideas. It happens. This doesn't mean that the game needs to die. It just means that the developers need to tweak things to the players' likings once again. DrDisrespect saying that Apex Legends is the most competitive battle royale is a great sign for the game's future and overall health. We hope that the game stays around for many more years to come, as there are so many more legends to come to the game. And that's the end of today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know in the comment section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye.